Hello, I'm Lola, and welcome back to this next part of Enderal. So, last we left off, we were in this strange place. Had explored around it with this knob here, sorry, but he's annoying. And we ended back where we started, so I guess we have to try and find our way out again. To end this nightmare, basically. I think, yeah, this is an illusion. I think this is like my own thoughts or mind or past. Because I'm definitely not dead. I hope the afterlife looks a bit better than this. But yeah, we'll try and find a way out of here. Yeah, so we came through that way, did all that crap. Can't open the shackle. Well, can open the shackle, but it does nothing. Can't get out of here. To be honest, I don't really want to sleep. I mean, sleeping could wake me up, but that's kind of like, I just want it to be over, that kind of thing. I feel like I need to fight my way out of here. I'm going to save this because this could be very wrong to do. But I said it last episode, I might just need to... One second, I need a weapon again. I might just need to kill this guy. Because he seems like the one that's keeping me here. Might just be me being stupid, but I don't see any other way out of here other than sleeping and repeating it all again. But if I, like, break the chain of this cycle with this guy, will I wake up? I'm gonna try it. Fuck it.
Well, Jasper, so you figured it out.
Oh, that was it then.
Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child.
This is creepy. But at least I solved it. Where am I now? Am I in the Sun Temple? I'm on a bed. I'm in miner's clothes as well. Here I am. My eyes are still closed. Wait a second. Why are my eyes closed? I think the animations kept my eyes closed while I'm now sleepwalking. An apparition? I was just trying to go back to first person.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi,
Good to
Jasper.
see you awake. How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess. Where are we? Tired. Where are we? Where are the others? Dunwar, Calia, Master Batar?
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. But, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding
the
up?
temple being
I heard
killed
this
or something?
trial's quite the feat. Apparently, some of the novices never wake up again.
Tired. Where are we?
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that
I thought,
guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay.
Jasper gone to Calia.
Hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations.
Also, Exon was with me. That's not good. How the heck do you know about Exon?
Everyone knows about Ixon, and the fact that you're asking this shows how little you actually understood. You're pathetic, you know that?
This is a dream
Simply pathetic.
as well. Excuse me?
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone.
This is demeaning.
You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you.
Constantine, isn't that?
Prophet. You are the
guy in the
biggest
temple.
joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
Oh, they're all coming up.
A
Okay.
weakling.
And a murderer.
Well, this is fun.
And that is why you will burn. All The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
So you are the ones behind this, aren't you? Why are you doing this? What have we done to you? You don't scare me. That seems a bit... just... weird to say. I don't know. Bit of an arsehole there. I'm going to say the top one.
What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation.
Why can't you kill me now then?
That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be.
If I'm such a problem.
But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did. Even though the result is rather sobering. Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
Am I awake now? Okay, now I'm actually awake. Is that Calia? Cassie? What was her name? Or is that the other woman we found? Dunwar. Oh, he's still asleep. Can I? Yeah, I can go back to my point of view now. That was the first mistake. That's how I knew it was a dream, because I couldn't go to first person. Are my eyes still closed? Yes, my eyes are still closed. I guess this whole game I'm just gonna have my eyes closed now. Well, alright then. Fair enough.
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, to be honest. Yeah, I had a bad dream, a nightmare. Shock of shocks, I am. Alright, I suppose. Thank you for asking. Shock of shocks, I am.
Of course. Sorry. That remark was a little redundant.
Oh, she likes that.
But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it.
I don't think this other guy will make it.
But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. We passed the trial.
So does that make us keepers now?
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
The death of the Lightborn is the best thing that could have happened to mankind. I figured. What do you make of all this cycle, the cleansing?
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you.
I wish I could say that with the same conviction as him. To be honest, I don't really think I've understood all of what's happened to me yet. Yeah.
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
So what's the next step?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
We both? What about Dunwar?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up
Thought
again.
so. Maybe a little self-control would have done him good. That's a bit mean. He was a simple-minded fool. It would have surprised me if he had passed. He will die. He doesn't deserve that. I mean, I don't like the guy, but... No, the top one.
He was impulsive.
Forget
yes.
it, I'm being mean.
But to some extent, I can understand why he was the way he was. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great
I think he would have disturbed the Order more than he didn't.
Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
If he's stuck in that dream that I had, or something similar to it forever, that is not a good thing. That's horrible. It's a nightmare. Come to know I guess I need to know Calia better. Okay, sure. Is she like the female version of Jesper, I guess? As in, like, her role in this as well is similar to his, because they both have approval. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. They both have approval in the corner. So I'm guessing you get to know both of them.
Yes. All of the Dalmordans fell victim to the Great Flesh Maggot Plague of 8215. Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
You don't seem to be too shaken up over all this. The death of the Lightborn, I mean.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it.
This Calia is very deep.
Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the Exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
You talk about the Lightborn and their ideas as if they wouldn't have cost thousands of lives. They weren't as benevolent as you make them out to be. Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was the last thing at the ritual place? What was the thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch. The top one first.
A lot of crimes were committed during the Lightborn's reign, and I don't want to minimize that. But I also think a lot of those crimes were unavoidable, so to speak. Imagine you're the king of a small island, and one day your realm gets attacked by a fleet of Scarab Reavers. The invasion catches you completely off guard, and within a few hours, the Reavers have advanced to the farmland, just a few feet from your city's main gates. And before you know it, you have to make a decision. Will you use the time that remains to entrench your army within the city's walls to have a better chance of surviving a siege? Or do you send them into the field to fight the Reavers there, knowing that there is only a slight chance to save the farmers, but a big risk that you will lose both the city and the farmers?
I take my chances in the open field. If I didn't at least try, the farmer's blood would be on my hands. I'd draw back into the city. Better to have a big chance to save the entire realm than a small one to save a handful of farmers. My character's quite a hands-on person, to be honest. I mean. So whilst I would probably do that, who I'm playing would probably do the top one, to be honest. He's sort of the front man in battle. He'd just charge in. Wouldn't draw back to the city. He'd find that a bit cowardly. He'd believe he could save both, even though he couldn't really.
It would, yes. But what if your foray fails, and ends up being the reason why the Scarab can break through the city's fortifications? Wouldn't that too make you responsible for all the townsfolk they would kill?
Yeah,
if they
true.
got in?
Good point.
What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you do. There will be people who will despise you for your decision. If your attempt to rescue the farmers fails, you will be accused of having acted blindly and idealistically. And if you just stay in the city, they will say you didn't even try. Of course, there's a small chance the foray might work, but should decisions like that really be made as if they were a game of dice? As I said, I don't mean to absolve the Lightborn of their
like
crimes,
I said before, she's very
but I'd wager
deep.
my left hand
This
that they
person,
had a lot of
Calia.
similar decisions to make.
Not sure what to make of her. Interesting thought. Speaking of Dunwar, what was that thing at the ritual place all about? He called you a witch.
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I wouldn't have asked if I weren't interested. Shoot.
As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember? How come?
I wish I knew.
Oh, deep chat by
What I do know,
the window.
though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What was going on?
The entire village. It had
Oh, the
been
music
destroyed.
started.
There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children. And the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
Why did those men attack you? I figured. Thank you for trusting me with this. It must be hard to talk about. Why did they attack you?
Well, it turned out the riders were hunters who had come from that village. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
Are you a werewolf? I don't know why I said that. They really thought a 6-year-old child destroyed an entire village. It's ridiculous. I see, and these men wanted to do what exactly? Take revenge?
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit,
fair point.
it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
I see, and these men wanted to do what? Take revenge?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
They brought you into the Undercity, right?
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just act. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my 2nd year.
Who's Master Tyrus, a keeper who adopted you?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
So he just saw you and decided to adopt you? That sounds too good to be true, to be honest. Why is the Order so preoccupied about pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both don't have reasons. The top one first.
It does, yes. But then he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found
So
me.
kind of a
Maybe I was
replacement.
some kind of substitute. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I
But
just
in
said.
the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
Why is the Order so preoccupied with
That's
this?
right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the holy verses. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunmore was. To some of the keepers, I am still an
Similar then.
outcast.
Guess that's
no
a
matter what I do,
good thing.
I always will be.
In a similar situation. So Master Tyrus granted you the noviciate? Noviciate? I don't know how to say that.
Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
It was alright, it's a bit deep, but no. You're definitely not the fisherman's daughter from the village, I'll give you that. What happened to Master Tyrus? Where is he now? Yeah, where is he?
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll say that.
No, I guess I'm not.
So that means Dunwar believes that this story about you being responsible for the destruction of that village is actually true?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Well, you're talented, intelligent and pretty. Many reasons for other novices to envy you. I saw your skills, and you're the only one who made it through the trial. The way they treat you probably has more to do with jealousy than anything else. I'm guessing that's a flirting option. To be honest, if he comes back, I'm more inclined to go for Jesper than Calia. I don't know. I think my guy would gel with Jasper a bit more than Calia. Well, your story is a little unsettling, to say the least. That's not the nicest thing to say. I wouldn't go with that. I mean, I could flirt with her, but she's a bit deep, to be honest. If I make another character, they can be with Calia if that's a thing, or flirt with her at least in the future. But with my guy Cersei, I think not with Calia, not his type.
Maybe, but everything I'm capable of is the fruit of hard work, though they will never acknowledge that. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important, on my goals.
Which would be?
Several, but I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Okay, let's talk later. I should see the Grandmaster now. Completed that.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
I mean, I think I've already looked around, but... Nah, I'll go on my own.
The apothecary put your gear in the chest by your bed. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon. Yes?
Take your equipment from your chest. Take all. Cool. Now, have I got my equipment back? Oh, I've not got anything back on. Okay, I'm gonna have to equip it again then. Has everything come off? Ah, fuck. Right. I hate this when you have to put stuff back on. Right. Sword. My shitty sword that I still need to replace. I keep saying it. Shield. Where's my shield? I'll put my backpack on. Take the tunic off. Am I still... Oh no, my eyes are open now. Okay, that's good. Well, I would guess I was just having that whole conversation with my eyes shut. Just out of interest, what do I look like in these? Not great. Doesn't suit my character, to be honest. Okay, that's done. Put that on. What rings and stuff did I have on? I've forgotten. One-handed, I think? Maybe? I can't remember what ring I had on. I think I had a health amulet on. Yeah, I had that one. Okay, I think that's me equipped. Yeah. Back to my usual self. Let's number stuff again. 1. 2. Healing's 3. Torch was 4. Bow 5. I guess I had sparks on that. 8. Put something on 6. What do I put on 6? Do I don't have oak flesh actually in my... or this version of it. Do I have it favorited? Oh, I know I have Ice Spike rank 1, so I'll favorite rank 2. I'll favourite Mage Light rank 2 as well. Transforms the ore of a dull ore vein into pennies. Oh yeah, okay. Where is it? Well, I can't find oak flesh or something similar. Oh, is it this one? No? I thought it's that animation. I'm being dumb, I think. Divine Shield? It might be Divine Shield. I'll favourite that. And I'll put Divine Shield on... Wait, do I have a rank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Sounds good. Should I kill him to put him out of his misery? That sounds harsh. Can I pickpocket? No. I mean, if you're stuck in that cycle forever, I would prefer death, if I'm being honest. But I'll leave him to it. Right, so we need to talk to Tilo Renthiel in the Emporium. I survived the trial. All Calia and I have to do now is to take the holy oath, which is promoting us to keepers of the first signet. I should talk to Tilo Renthiel in the Emporium. Do I have that in my inventory? Yes, I do have that. I need to read those. I need tome 1 and 2, and then I might read 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one. But I need to grab the other tomes first. Healing Altar. This is a cool place. I will take the health potions. There's a lot of blood everywhere. Jesus. I think they need to clean up. I'm just taking everything from here. Yeah, I don't think I've been in here before. Got that book. The Sanctum. Both take me to Sanctum. Someone's running. Is this a ceremony? No, maybe not.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than...
Are they
most of
talking
all.
about Jasper?
I want him, and you will need to convince your true Chesser of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Like a newborn, except for a bloody headache and that pretty messed up journey into my own mind. You never told me that ritual could have killed me. Leave something out like that again, and it will be the last time I work for you. A bit beaten up, but apart from that, fine. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'll do the top one.
You've never been in any danger. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite.
I'm sad
the
that
oath,
someone
and
told
we
me that
will
the voice
finally
actor for
deal
this
with
guy
the more
died.
urgent
He's a
matters.
really good voice actor. It's a shame because he adds a lot to this character. I quite like this guy. What do I have to swear on? The dead gods, my loyalty towards the Order?
None of it. You'll see.
Fine, I'm ready when you are.
The ceremony needs a little preparation. 1 day at least. Come back then.
Fair enough, I will come back in
Even
the
if it
future.
hurts to lose more time. The cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams.
A dream? What did you see?
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it.
That's interesting. I had the same dream before I woke up in the curarium. I don't think I said that right.
You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us.
Any idea who or what these beings are?
None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
You were in prison for a very long time, weren't you? 30 years? Have I asked this? I'll ask it again.
Yes. Why do you ask?
I can't imagine 30 years of imprisonment didn't leave any scars. Where were you kept prisoner? I'll say the top one.
They did. What are you getting at?
You want me to trust your leadership? It's only fair that I learn more about you as a person? Yeah, I'll say that.
A fair point. But in the future, just be upfront. I do not like such veiled remarks.
Fair enough.
So,
I was a bit
yes,
rude then.
my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger, the degradation, to name the most obvious. The worst, however, was the isolation. Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. You either find ways to cope with it, or it breaks you. Fortunately, I managed to do the former. For me, it was memories of the time before my incarceration, the prospect of what would come after it. They were my window into the outer world, so to speak. They reminded me that I was more than this deprived creature I had become in those dungeons.
Figures, how did it feel to be free again?
Strange. Everything seemed too bright, too unreal. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking to other people, and whenever I did, it felt as if the others were like wax figures. Like some cruel joke put in front of my eyes in order to mock me.
And what's it like now?
Better. Our mission, my responsibility here as a leader, it has helped me to find my way back into the real world.
Actually, I'm surprised you went straight back to the Order after all that happened. That's a lot of responsibility to take on after such a trauma. Yeah, good point.
What would have been the alternative?
True, you didn't have much of a
A
choice.
life as a fisherman. If the things I had to live through taught me one thing, then it was how important it is for me to be right here, right now, doing what I do. In fact, this is precisely what is missing in the world. People who do not let the whims of fate break their resolve. Now, enough of this. We have business to attend to.
About the cycle?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about us emissaries? What defines us? The cycle, do you have any idea how long it's been going on? Yeah, how long has it
Good
been going
question.
on?
In their writing, the Pyreans say it has existed for aeons.
I do love dialogue.
Since
I love all
this
this
world
talking.
exists,
My favourite part about
Since
games.
the sea of eventualities exists, so too then does the cycle. It seems to be a part of existence, so to speak.
What, and no one has ever succeeded in breaking the pattern? That's discouraging.
The Pyreans didn't, and neither did the dozen civilizations that came before them. That is what we know. But as for what happened before that, our knowledge about the past is limited. All that matters for now is that the cycle threatens us, and that we have to stop it.
Could you tell me more about the emissaries? What defines
That
us?
depends on whom you ask. In some writings of the Pyreans, we are referred to as chosen ones.
Yeah, I don't really
This
like
is
being a
wrong.
chosen one, to be honest.
A better word would be chess figures with their own will. Whatever force causes the cycle also gave us powers and a task. But fulfilling that task is our own responsibility.
And you have no idea as to why we were chosen?
No.
And what exactly are these tasks we have?
Well, that is something else we only know in broad strokes. It is my task to lead mankind in its battle against the cleansing, to rally our strengths, so to speak. Yours is to read the echo and help us gain the knowledge we need for victory. How exactly you're going to do that is something we still have to find out.
Why do I have the feeling? I don't know any of this is just me guessing, that us two, me and Thranduil, are gonna have to end up sacrificing ourselves for this. Like, our deaths are the key to breaking this or something? I don't know, I'm just wondering, but I have a feeling with the stories like this, that tends to be where it goes. But apart from us, are there any other emissaries?
I do not know, but there are hints. We will see.
These visions I have, the echo of the future, how exactly does it work?
As I said before, my knowledge about that is limited. But if it helps you, imagine that it is a way of perceiving that which connects us all, our subconscious.
You mean the place your dreams come from, the collective subconscious of mankind?
Yes. You know, most people perceive themselves as an entity separate from the rest of the world. And while this is partially true, there is something that connects us. Dark corners of our mind, bridges to which we in a conscious state do not have access to. But you do not need to be supernaturally gifted to feel that these bridges exist. I am sure you have experienced it yourself at one time or another. A moment where you knew exactly what another person thought or would do next. People with close blood ties can especially feel that connection. Children and their mothers, siblings, and especially twins.
So you're saying that all humans are connected?
Correct. And while most people hardly feel this connection at all, as if looking through a tinted window, to you, it is wide open during your visions.
If that's the case, how do you explain that I can see memories of the Pyreans too? They've been dead for millennia.
Their bodies might be, but the traces they left behind still remain. Everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be, it already exists in the sea of eventualities. This is the basic principle of
I
magic.
swear that quote was said by
And
Galadriel in the movie of Lord of the
Time is
Rings.
not a straight
Something
line.
similar.
Only the barriers of our
Don't know why I
mind
thought
make
that.
us perceive it as such. Visions, premonitions, dreams that become reality. These are all leftovers of waves from other eventualities that spill over into our reality. There have always been people able to read them, but none so good at it as you are, thanks to the echo.
I think that's it then. I will come back in a day. I survived the trial. Oh, I've read this. Thranduil said I should return in a day. Until then, the ceremony should be prepared. Wait until Thranduil has prepared the ceremony. Sounds good. I do need to finish this elixir quest then. So, whilst we're waiting for this main quest to sort of happen, basically, I'm going to do some more other quests. Some more side questing, I think. I think this is a good place to veer off a little bit. And then I'll do my ceremony. Oh, can I go into his rooms? this is all stealing, so I guess not. You have a massive room. I sleep in your bed? I can actually sleep in his bed. Well, that's a bit awkward. Let's get out of the Emporium at least. Where is the way out? I think I've got that. Have I got number 1 of that? Yes, I do. Definitely. Hello, novice.
Who are you?
You should know who I am.
Huh? This is holy ground, Outlander.
Oh, piss off.
You don't
I clearly
here.
belong here now. I'm about to join the Order. Right, okay, we will...
My sir! Wait a moment!
What's happening? Oh, you're behind
There
me.
you are. Here, a letter for you.
Thanks, kid. I'll give you some money.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Safe travels, and may his light guide you.
Every day like the last, part 2. Read the letter. An errand boy delivered a sealed letter to me, but he couldn't tell me who sent it. I should read it. Okay, well, I'll read the letter. Where is the letter? Mysterious letter? Oh, meet Jasper. Okay. My friend. Congratulations for passing the trial. You already know how I feel about the Red Cloaks and their, let's say, superior attitude, but still, it would rob me of my sleep to know that I didn't congratulate you in person. Should your holy duties allow it, meet me at the old watchtower at the western gate of Ark. Cordially, Jesper. I could do that now, couldn't I? In the evening sometime soon? Do I do the ceremony first? Or... No, I'll speak to Jasper. I'll save just in case I should have done it after the ceremony, and I can always come back and do that again. Let me know if I needed to do it at a different time. Oh, you're here, Jasper.
What blessed?
Won't talk to you because I feel like that might glitch something out.
Well met.
But hello, Jasper. You could have just told me in person, you know? I'm right here. I pretend I didn't see you at the temple. And I'll go straight to the watchtower, I think. Unless you might not go there quick enough because you are still here, if that makes sense.
Yes?
Oh, I've had some XP from that. Oh, you are here. Okay. Hello, Jasper.
There you are. Glad you made it. So, how was it? I heard quite some stories about this trial, and was never sure what to make of it.
It was different than what I expected. How come you're still here? I thought you wanted to be on a boat in Calia. It was easier than I thought. What about you? I thought you wanted to be on a boat in Calia. No, it's difficult.
Yeah, I changed my mind. Come, let's go upstairs. It'll be worth it.
Okay. A lot of talking this episode. I hope you don't mind. We're upstairs. Anything to say? Do I talk to you? I've just fallen down. Is it bugged out? Is this quest bugged out? Oh, okay. Up here, I guess. I didn't see the ladder.
Wait a second.
Didn't even realise there was an upstairs
so,
here.
wine or pipe?
Wine sounds good.
Termatralian brandy, vintage 8190. A real treasure. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial.
Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I am drinking it through my helmet, which is awkward. 1 second. Let me take my helmet off, just because it looks a bit odd.
Nothing better than a good pipe and a nice sight to go along with it. It's always sad to see how few people can truly appreciate these things. Anyway, tell me, my friend, what is it that drives you? I've been asking that myself since we met. I mean, it's not like anyone's forcing you to play errand boy for Arenthiel, is there? And with your abilities, you could make a fortune as a mercenary. Not to mention the danger you put yourself in. Securing the excavation site, passing the trial, they certainly haven't been easy on you so far.
I don't know, I guess being a person of importance is a welcome change from my Ostian days. Nah. If this, cleansing is real, we're in this together, I might as well help to fight it. Good question, I'm still trying to find the answer. Yeah, that's more like me. I don't think there's anything that drives me, I'm just playing by ear. Third one?
Huh, I figure. In any case, it's interesting to see how you've gotten from being a magically gifted refugee to the center of all this. Kind of reminds me of a woman I used to travel with, Alicia. No matter where she went, she always ended up in the eye of the storm.
How did you end up traveling with her?
We got hired for the same job. Usually I work better on my own, but this partnership was refreshing in every aspect. It felt good to know someone's got your back for a change, especially with the kind of work I do. Which is why we decided to stick together after that first job. And it went great, at least initially. She just cared too much.
Oh, the music started again.
Yeah, she was a mercenary, but she only ever picked the jobs where she thought she could help people, or at least do no damage. As you can imagine, that doesn't always work out in my profession, and whenever it didn't, she really took it to heart. It was sad, if you think about it, really.
So I take it you were a couple. For how long did you work together? If she wanted to help, why did she become a mercenary? So I take it you were a couple?
We traveled together and we had sex, so yes. According to most people's definition of it, we were a couple.
For how long did you work together?
That was, let me think, about 3 years. Yeah, we went to Araziel, Kira, Artwend, and one time we even fought a group of petrified on Lille. She fought as ardently as she lived. I don't know how I would have survived that fight without her.
If she wanted to help, why did she become a mercenary?
Oh, several reasons. First of all, she was primarily a traveling healer, and used the money she got from those jobs to sustain herself. Secondly, Alicia wasn't all selflessness. She wanted to help people, yeah, but she also wanted to make experiences, I guess. Live like an eagle, love like a madman, and dream like a god. A bit cheesy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit cheesy, to be honest, but fair enough. How come you split up?
Well, we were simply too different. I guess that's what it comes down to. Let's face it, I'm a pathetic white knight, and an even worse world savior. Alicia and I, we were just bound to clash. We were lovers, then friends, then lovers again, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, that was just too much for me. Too extreme. Too absorbing.
So she wanted something serious? Love?
Love as she defined it, yeah. Had it been for her, we would have married after that first night.
And what was it that you wanted?
That's a long story. Not one that puts me in a favorable light. At least if you're like most people. Let's save that for another time.
So you split up?
Split up. Yeah, that's one way to put it. But anyway, enough about me. What about you? Has there ever been someone in your life?
Oh,
Or
I
have
can
you
make up
always
a
been the
backstory,
lone
maybe.
wolf?
Yes, there was, maybe. Maybe not. None of your business. I'm sensing subtext here. Not that I'd mind. I mean, sure.
Oh my, is that how you think of me? Can't two good-looking adventurers have a nice chat on a beautiful evening without implications? But jokes aside, I think I know what you're trying to say. And as attractive as you are, I'm afraid I have to pass.
So I'm guessing you're already taken? That woman from the tavern? You're not interested in men then? I mean, you might be straight, so I'll ask.
Well, I have been interested one time or the other, even though those were rather exceptions. And that's not the reason, really. I don't know. Maybe the entire thing with Lycia was enough for me. Sex is fine, but I guess I'm just not naive enough for anything else anymore. Love, love, love. People have such lofty expectations these days, really. Sometimes I think it would help us all to admit that there isn't that much that separates us from the apes.
True. Who says I'm looking for something binding? Sorry, but I don't get it. You're attracted to me, but you don't want to do anything about it? Oh, what do I say? I don't really want something just casual sex. That's not really... I'll say no to it if that's what it is, but... I'll say the second one.
No. That would just complicate things, believe me. And I can hardly imagine that a man like you doesn't have 100 options to choose from.
Maybe they just don't interest me as much as you. If you're not interested, just say I'm not a child. No, I'll say the top one. That's a bit rude, the second one.
Oh, come on, that's just corny. You don't even know
I
me.
mean, it was cheesy, yes.
You see, this is exactly what I
Who
meant
does
with
like
the lofty
it?
expectations. We're here, we get along, and we're having a good time. Why the need for all this sentimental stuff? I like you. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Why don't you tell me a little more about this trial? I heard you passed it together with that quiet girl, Calia. What's she like? I've heard
She's a
some
bit
stories
deep,
about her.
but she's nice.
That's just life, I think. There comes a point when you've done all you can. My. We've certainly lost track of time, haven't we?
Yeah, it's nearly morning now.
I really need to hit the hay for a couple hours now. I'll have to go look for some new work tomorrow. And I've heard about a nobleman who's looking for a sellsword. That is, if Arenthiel or old Bushybeard doesn't have a new job for me by then. Say what you want about them.
So they were
is
talking
beyond
about
generous.
Jasper, I think.
I'll see you around, my friend.
See you around, Jasper.
Huh?
I mean, I could ask him.
What? You mean the living dead?
This
the
is what he
Watirs
said last time.
everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
Fair
Keep your
enough.
chin up.
Let's go down then. So he kind of turned me down. He kind of didn't. It's a bit of a weird one. He likes me, but he doesn't want to act on it. Might be more of that in the future. We never know. I don't have your eggs yet, before you ask. I still have to wait for that, so... Can't go. I can go to the Mirrored Tower, actually, in the South Quarter. We'll go and do that elixir quest, I think, quickly. And then see where we go from there.
Monsieur?
Monsieur?
Yes? Walk blessed, friend.
Sure.
Farmer's Coast, please. Again. I seem like to always be going back there. Yeah, I've done a lot of main quests today. Guess I'll have a break from it for a little while before I join. Oh, I need to put my helmet back on. There we go. Right. It's 5 AM, so not the best time, but we'll check out what's happened. I have a feeling he's going to be dead. but we'll see. Down here, I guess? I can't remember where he lives specifically. Mirel, isn't it? Miriel? Oh, Hafner's farm. Well, Hafner's now arrested. No, he's not arrested. Actually, he has a home in Ark, doesn't he?
Hmm?
Further down. Very well. I forgot how big this place was. Oh, it's up here. I'll go around then. Think I can go around? We haven't seen it rain much either, like, in this world. It's raining now. I guess it might just rain at night. Right, here we are. I have a feeling he's going to be dead. I'm gonna get my sword out because I just have a bad feeling about this. Well, I think I was right. Is that someone outside that was helping? She's not in here. Oh, is that her? Yeah, that's her. That is her. Sorry. I forgot she was the daughter. Well. We knew that would happen, didn't we? It's a shame, but I'm not taking any food from here. Damn. I knew that was going to happen. It's a shame. Especially since I could have had a different outcome, but oh well. I returned to Mirel's farm to check on his daughter B. As I couldn't meet either Mirel nor his daughter, I went back into the basement. A terrible sight greeted me. It seems that Mirel wanted to give the elixir to his daughter, but she put up a fight which none of them survived. Ah, well, that's a shame. But like I say, it's stupid of him to go down there. Right, I think I'm going to return to Ark. Return. Nope, return. Yeah, very sad. But that was the outcome of that quest. Let me just get my stuff back out. Right, on that note, I think we're going to end here. We've done a lot of talking this episode, a lot of the main quest. Found the elixir, well, finished the elixir quest. So next time, I think we're going to sell some goods, see what we have to do in our journal. Might go walking in a different area, and then come back to do the ceremony at some point when it's all prepared. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.